Hi guys, it's Natalia here again from the channel CookieliciousNZ. Today I'm going to show you how to make baby pop from the latest update. For this project, you'll need some sugar cookies that has been cut out using a printed template. I'll have a link in the description box below for you to create this template. And all you need to do is to print and cut the shape of pop using a sharp knife to cut your cookie dough. I also cut out a few different sections of pop to make it easier to decorate the cookies, as I will show you in the tutorial coming up. I'll also be using a Scribe tool, which is a needle tool to smooth out my icing and help shape the icing around the cookies, as well as a kneadable marker to mark guidelines on my cookies, and these markers are food safe and created specially for these kind of projects. And here are my royal icing that I have prepared earlier with the colors that you will need for this project. And if you're looking for a royal icing and a simple cookie recipe, you'll find it in the description box below, so be sure to check it out. Okay, now use the little templates that I showed you earlier with a kneadable marker to mark the guidelines for the head area, the body and the legs. Then fill the head area with a purplish blue icing. You can use your Scribe tool to smooth out and shape the icing, and then followed by filling the nappy area with white icing. Then again you can use a Scribe tool to smooth out and shape the icing, and then let the icing crust over. The next step is to fill the body area with the same purpley blue icing, and then followed by filling in the legs area, then let the icing crust over. Now we need to use the little template again to mark the area for the bow, and then use a yellow outline consistency icing to go over the guidelines. Then fill only the middle area of the bow with the yellow icing. Then followed by creating the tail of the bow. After this, we need to let the icing crust over. Now fill the remaining section with the same yellow icing. By waiting until the middle section has crusted over before filling the sides, it will create dimension on the bow. Now let's create the rattle by using a template and a kneadable marker. Then fill the top of the rattle with a soft turquoise color. And while the icing is still wet, create the pattern on the rattle by piping white and a teal color icing. This technique is also known by wet on wet technique. Now we need to use the template again to mark the areas for her eyes and the pacifier with an edible marker. Then fill the eyes with black icing, and while the icing is still wet, add a dot of white icing on top. Then repeat the same steps for the other eye. Then fill the pacifier area with a purplish pink icing. Use a Scribe tool if needed to help shape the icing. And then the next step is to fill the handle of the rattle with like a caramel brown icing color. Then use the little template again to mark the creases on the nappy area, as well as the details on the pacifier. And then pipe the purplish blue icing on the side of the body to create the arms. Now we need to create the creases on the nappy. Go over the marking that we have created earlier by piping gray outline consistency icing. And to create a more defined fingers for the hand that is holding onto the rattle, pipe an outline consistency icing in the same purpley blue color. Next, we'll be creating the pacifier handle by piping the purplish pink icing on top, and you want to pipe the outline consistency first and then fill it with a medium consistency icing of the same color. Then we'll need to create the safety pin by piping the gray outline consistency icing first for the bottom part of the safety pin, and then add the purplish pink icing on the top to create the head of the safety pin, and both icing has to be an outline consistency icing. Then pipe a darker blue outline consistency icing again to create the sides of her mouth, and also a pink outline consistency icing again to create the pink ponytail on the top of her head. Lastly, pipe a dot of black icing on the side of her eye, and then use a Scribe tool to drag the icing upwards to create her eyelashes. Then you have to repeat the same steps for the other eye. So there you have it, a super cute baby pop. Isn't she adorable? Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and if you like it, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to Best Fiends for more fun videos like this. And if you want to see more of my cookie tutorials, then head over to my channel at CookieliciousNZ. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and see you next time.